Hello, and welcome to another update on the Sherwood real estate market. This is Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group, and this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, November 5th. So I'm going to move over here, share my screen with you, and go through this info with you. So first off, we'll look at active listings. And you can see, man, it's been very steady in Sherwood. So this last week had 11 properties come on the market, which you can kind of see as a high for the past 8 weeks. And that kind of offsets the week prior where we only had 2, which was a low for the past 8 weeks. And as far as total listings, boy, you couldn't get much steadier here. So we had a high of 82 and a low of 80. And the last 3 weeks has been sitting right at 81 homes. So been very steady in terms of the number of homes on the market in Sherwood over the past 2 months. The median list price and days on market for those actives, you can kind of see we had a low of 745 8 weeks back, and that got up to 788 just a couple weeks later. And then it has fallen back a little bit. The most recent reading came in at 775,000 for the most recent number of homes on the market. And the days in market, that has been trending up. We hit a low of 32 here on a couple of occasions, and most recent reading has kind of gotten up to 48. So a little over a month and a half right now of average market time for the homes that are on the market right now in Sherwood. So definitely things have slowed down, taking longer to sell things on average right now. Moving along to pendings. So last week I showed we had 8 properties go pending. Week before that we had 3. And you can kind of see the total number of pendings had a high of 53, and it's kind of declined from there. Hit a low of 33 2 weeks ago, and this last week ticked up a bit to 35. Right now is the most recent pending count in Sherwood. And the median price and days on market for those pendings, you can kind of see we had a high of 782 6 weeks back, and then it sat at 730 for about a month. This last week did drop quite substantially down to 650 is right now the median price of these 35 pendings. Days on market, that has been heading up. We were at about 36, 37 days for about the first 4 weeks here, and then you kind of see it has been trending up from there, hitting just 59, so just under 2 months of market time for these most recent 35 homes that have gotten into pending status. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing counts and activity here. So as of the time I put this together, we had 4 properties last week crossover from pending to sold. It's down from the week prior from where we had 9. And when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week-by-week basis, you can kind of see what happened there. That's the red bars. We had a low of 17 7 weeks back. That got up to a high of 34 3 weeks ago, and then it has ticked down from there. So the last 2 weeks we've been sitting at 26 closings on when you look back over the prior 4 weeks. The median price days on market for those solds, we had a low of 630 8 weeks back. That got up to just under 800,000 at 797 5 weeks back. Has been kind of trending down from there, as you can kind of see, hitting just under 700,000 at 698,000 for these most recent 26 closings. And then the days on market, that is certainly up from where we started. We had a low of 8 weeks back. That got up to a high of 30 for a couple weeks here. It did fall back a bit this last week to 27 days. So again, just a little under about a month of market time for the most recent sales that have occurred in Sherwood. And then the last thing we'll look at here is the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bars is that weeks of inventory. And you can kind of see it. We had 1 week here where it was really high because that number of closings kind of was down considerably for that 4-week period. If you take that out of the mix, it's been sitting, I'm going to say between 10 and 12, 13 weeks here. Last 2 weeks has been 12 and a half weeks of inventory. So it's, again, that's about right around 3 months of inventory in Sherwood right now, based upon the current numbers. And then the sale price as a percent of the list price, that has trended down. We had a high there on that measure on a couple occasions, about 98%, as you can kind of see, and then dipped clear down to just a little over 96%. 2 weeks ago, this last week, recovered a bit, closer to 97%. So about a 3% discount right now is most recent, data on, kind of what sellers are having to, take their price down to get their home sold. So that's the numbers there. As far as rates go, we had a bit of a rally last week, which was nice to see. My last video, 2 weeks back, had rates closer to about 8% for a 30-year fixed rate loan for a good borrower. And with the rally we had last week in the stock and bond markets, that got chopped down to about 7.5. So about a half a point improvement over just over a couple of weeks, which was really nice to see. Remains to be seen if that's kind of a mirage or if it's going to continue in the right direction, meaning downward. But we'll have to see, and I'll certainly kind of keep an eye on it. So that's the update for now, and hope that was helpful for you. As always, if I can ever answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone and email address are down below this video in the description. So let me know what I can do to help. Always appreciate any likes, comments, shares that you have for these videos. It really helps me kind of spread the word and build awareness. So please give them some love. And if you already haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. It's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local real estate market. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a great day and week ahead, and we'll see you on the next update.